sunny day in California. It's just another sunny day, and we in the Golden State, and you know it just don't stop. As the sky sunny back to the block, it's just another sunny day, and we looking to parlay.
What's going on, RVG Fan Bam? Welcome back to our channel. If you guys are new to our channel, my name is Vanessa, aka the Hyena. The hubby Robert, aka ODM, is downstairs, and today's Tuesday, so that means both of the kids are in school today. So as you guys can see by the title of this vlog, I am going to do a pregnancy update. I feel like I have talked about my pregnancy in a lot of the vlogs, just kind of like little things, how I've been feeling, but I never have really gone into detail about everything that I have been feeling, cravings, just emotions. So I decided that I wanted to take some time and finally do a pregnancy update vlog. But before we do get started with the rest of this vlog, if you guys have not already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also hit the bell button so that every time we post, you guys will get notified. As you guys may know, if you have been following our journey with this pregnancy, it has been very, very stressful, crazy, and just full of one big miracle. If you guys have not kept up with us or do not know what's going on or what has happened in the past with this pregnancy, please go and watch our miracle baby vlog. We will have it posted up there for you guys. So currently right now I am about 15 weeks and 3 days. I'm getting there. I'm like waiting till I get to like the 20 mark, because then I'll feel like it's just like a halfway mark, you know, so you feel like you're almost there, you know. So I kind of wanted to first start off by talking about how I felt my first trimester, because I am now in my second trimester. So my first trimester started off, I was extremely tired. I just didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to get off the couch. It was hard for me to get up and take my daughter to school, to take Elijah to school. It was rough. And I feel like maybe it's because I am a little older. Layla, I had so much energy when I was pregnant with her. I was 21 when I had her. Elijah, I was in my late 20s, and I still felt like I had a lot of energy. But this time in the first trimester, I felt so tired. And honestly, I still feel really, really tired. And I understand that comes along with pregnancy. Your body is working so hard to create this baby, to create this miracle. Your hormones are crazy, but I just feel like extra tired all of the time, and I kind of hate it because I hate feeling tired, pregnant or not. As far as being nauseous throughout the day, or morning sickness, I guess you can call it, I really can't remember like morning sickness or being, I don't remember a lot from my first pregnancy, you guys. I was super young. I was 21 when I was pregnant with Layla, so it's really hard to compare my pregnancy to Layla. That's why it's easier. I always compare it to Elijah. So with Elijah, I didn't really have morning sickness. I was sick throughout the entire day, but it was just in the first trimester. This time around, I am nauseous randomly throughout the day, and it has stuck with me right now into the beginning of my second trimester, which really sucks. Like, I'll be perfectly fine, and then I'm like, I'm sick, I have to throw up, and I run to the restroom. It's really just random. My first trimester, I don't think I was really like craving anything. I actually was really grossed out by food. I would open up my fridge and everything, like all the smells in there would just really gross me out. I was able to like smell just anything and everything just really, really grossed me out. I didn't have like a crazy appetite my first trimester. I think it is starting to pick up, definitely, but I feel like I'm craving, well, I've been craving oranges. That definitely started at the end of my first trimester. It was all about oranges. And now I'm definitely about cucumbers, tahini, and lemon. That's like the cherry on top for me. It's so good. So definitely a lot of fruits, bananas. I eat a lot of bananas, which are actually really good because when I was pregnant with Elijah, I got really, really bad Charlie horses like in the middle of the night. They were so bad. I would wake up crying. It was so, so bad. And I always drank a lot of water. That's what they say, drink a lot of water. I always drink water. And no matter what, as much water as I drank, I always got Charlie horses when I was pregnant with Elijah. So this time around, I'm trying to eat like almost one banana a day because I did hear that the potassium really helps with those Charlie horses. And knock on wood, I have not gotten one. I'm like dreading like when I wake up with a Charlie horse. That's like the worst feeling in the world. If you guys have ever had one, you know what I mean. As far as my skin, I feel like you guys think it's like amazing because all of you guys keep saying that I am glowing, and I really appreciate that because it does make me feel a lot better. It's weird because some days my face feels so fresh and just so good and clear, and then some days like today I just felt like my face is really bad, like I broke out a little bit. It's really dry right now and it's driving me crazy. I had like a really bad makeup day today, even though I got up and did my makeup. So yeah. By the way, real quick, I didn't explain to you guys that I'm actually in Layla's room again. I feel like, I don't know why, but I like to do like my own sit down vlogs in Layla's room because she has it always cute, and I'm sitting at her like little vanity and stuff here. So yeah, I don't know. I just love her. I like to be in her room when she's not here. Another thing that I have been experiencing, which I don't think I had with Elijah or Layla at all, is really bad migraines. Actually, when I was younger, in my early 20s, and even in my teens, I used to get the worst migraines ever. And I feel like once I hit like my late 20s, I don't know what it was, but they just kind of went away. Like they were so bad. And now that I'm pregnant again, I feel like they have been coming back, and I have been getting terrible migraines. And it sucks because you guys know, being pregnant, I can only take like a small amount of Tylenol. I feel like sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So another thing I wanted to talk about was this pregnancy, like overall. Like I said, if you guys have been following our journey, this has been my craziest and by far my scariest pregnancy, to the point where I am still terrified of anything just bad happening to the baby, and I am just really praying to God for a healthy baby. It's crazy. When I was younger, you know, I got pregnant with Layla, you don't think about things that can happen to your baby. Like I was just like, I'm pregnant, I'm happy, I'm gonna have a healthy baby. I had no thought in my mind that anything bad can happen. I had a completely normal pregnancy with Layla. I had no spotting. I was very healthy, I was young, I was energetic, and it went very smooth. Same thing with Elijah. The only thing with Elijah is I did gain a lot of weight. The doctor was like, you need to slow your roll on your weight. But the same thing with Elijah. I had no doubts in my mind. It was just gonna be a healthy baby. I had no complications. I had no spotting. You don't think about those things, and I don't know if it's just the fact that I was younger, I don't know, but now that I'm older, I'm so much more cautious and just really worried. I'm such a worry bee of just something happening to my baby, and it's very scary and it's very emotional, and it definitely takes a toll on me. So at this point, I'm just praying to God that the rest of this pregnancy does go very smooth, because it did start off very bumpy. So as far as my weight gain with the first trimester and going into my second, I feel like I have already gained a lot of weight. I'm telling you guys, and I've mentioned this before, the second I get pregnant, well, at least with Elijah and this one, my body's like, it's time to get fat. I don't know what it is. I have been eating the same. I've never really been like a super big eater. Like I said, I wasn't really craving a lot my first trimester. I wasn't really hungry. Second trimester has come, and I feel like I'm just kind of eating the same amount. And I'm telling you guys, I don't know what it is, but I gain weight so fast. I think I've already gained about 10 pounds, and I'm only 15 weeks and 3 days, you guys. So I'm definitely nervous and scared about that. And I do feel like I am definitely being a little bit more cautious on what I eat. I know with Layla, I literally had Miguel's burritos like every single day. Elijah, I ate whatever the heck I wanted, and that's why I gained so much weight with him. So yeah, I'm definitely trying. I'm like not trying not to eat that much, but like I said, I'm really not that hungry. Like I think I'm eating normal. I've definitely gained about 10 pounds, and I think once I hit that 10-pound mark, I've been kind of like there. It's kind of like been the same, which I'm glad, because I don't want to gain like so much weight. I don't even know what the typical weight is for being like 15 weeks. If you guys know, let me know down below. I haven't really taken the time to like look that up. I don't even know what the typical weight is you're supposed to gain while pregnant. I think it's about 20 pounds, and let me tell you, when I was pregnant with Elijah, I went way over that. So one thing that I did experience with Elijah that I have not experienced yet was heartburn. I had the worst heartburn with Elijah. And the myth about heartburn and the baby having a lot of hair is honestly just a myth, you guys. Because Elijah did not have a lot of hair when he was born, and I had the worst heartburn with him. So I have not experienced that yet, which I am very, very happy about. So knock on wood again. I don't want to speak too soon on that. I still definitely have a lot of time. Another thing that I have been comparing to my pregnancy with Elijah is when I was pregnant with him, I had a hernia. As you guys know, I did have a hernia repair. If you want to watch that video, we'll put it up there for you guys. When I had my hernia surgery, the doctor ended up finding 4 hernias, and it really affected my pregnancy when I was pregnant with him. The hernias were like right around my belly button. So when I was at work, I work in a hospital, you guys. I'm a respiratory therapist, and I'm always around patients. You know, I do have to lean over sometimes to, you know, help a patient, to put breathing treatment on, to do CPR, to do compressions, to bag the patient, and my belly would hit like the end of the bed, and it was the worst feeling ever, and there was literally nothing I can do about it. It was so painful, and I'm so glad that I am not experiencing that this time around, because I did have my hernia repair. It went along with my heartburn. It was like heartburn and then my hernia, and it was all bad. So I'm really glad that those two things are non-existent right now, so let's keep them that way. So if you guys are wondering, my official due date is around August 9th, August 10th, but I did have a C-section with 2 of my kids, so I will be having another C-section. That's just how my doctor does things. When I was pregnant with Elijah, he actually gave me the option to choose what day I wanted to have my C-section. So it's kind of cool. You can actually choose like when your baby's going to be delivered. And I actually picked February 16th when I was pregnant with Elijah. It would have been at the end of my 38 weeks, around there. And the crazy thing is I actually ended up going into labor the day before, which was February 15th. So this time around, I have already kind of looked at dates that I wanted to pick if he does give me the option again, which I'm pretty sure he is. That's what he did last time. He gave me a calendar. He said, okay, go ahead and pick, you know, from these days. So if you guys are wondering, I am most likely going to pick a Friday, and don't laugh at me for this. My sister-in-law, Irma, actually gave me this idea. She was like, you should pick a day this year. So next year in 2021, her birthday actually falls on a Saturday. So that would give me the option of July 31st, which would put me at the end of about 38 weeks, almost 39. So the next year, her birthday will be on a Saturday, or I'm thinking August 7th, which is a Friday as well. For 2021, her birthday will fall on a Saturday. So I know I'm weird. So if he does allow me to have the baby July 31st or August 7th, it will definitely be one of those days. So if your guys' birthday is on one of those days, let me know down below. I'm just kind of curious to see how many birthdays we have on those days. And definitely she's gonna be a Leo. There's no other way, unless I end up going into labor really early. God forbid. We are praying for that not to happen. And I'm obviously not gonna go past my 40 weeks because I'm having a C-section, so that would be impossible. So yeah, she's definitely gonna be a Leo. Okay, so I think the last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is something that I've been really struggling with as far as emotions, being very emotional, and anxiety. Obviously, when women are pregnant, they are very emotional, and that has been me this time around. And I honestly think it's because of the start of my pregnancy. I think it led me to be even more emotional. I'm very emotional this time around. I literally got like teary-eyed because when I dropped him off at school today, he usually gives me a hug and a kiss. I'm literally gonna tear up right now, you guys. I'm so emotional. He gives me a hug and a kiss, and I was talking to him before we opened the door, and I said, make sure you're a good boy today and listen to your teacher, because last week he wasn't listening. And he's like, okay, mommy. And then he opened the door and he walked right in. And usually he turns around and he gives me a hug and a kiss, but I think because I was talking to him before he opened the door, he just kind of like walked in and thought maybe that was our goodbye. I don't know, but I literally had the worst like anxiety driving away because he didn't give me like a kiss and a hug goodbye. I'm so weird. I'm so emotional right now. I like wanted to turn the car around and go like go give him a hug and a kiss goodbye. I'm so weird. And with Layla too, my big girl, I always have to make sure I give her a kiss when she walks out of the door too, even though she's a big girl now, but she's still my little baby. As far as my anxiety, you guys, I have definitely have anxiety. I have had anxiety for a while now, and I feel like the older I get, it's just getting worse. It's really, really, really bad right now. And the fact that I'm pregnant, it's even crazy with like my hormones. I've been really moody, my emotions, just everything is just so crazy, and my anxiety is like through the roof right now. A couple years ago, I think it was like 2 years ago, I had a really bad anxiety attack in the middle of the night, and I had to be rushed to the hospital. My heart rate was pushing like 175, and I didn't know like what was going on, and I was like tossing and turning, and then I just started like hyperventilating. I told Robert, I'm like, you need to take me to the hospital, or you need to call 911 right now. Like, I thought I was having a heart attack. I was shaking, I was hyperventilating, I started to not be able to feel my limbs. And since I am a respiratory therapist, I told him to grab my backpack and my pulse ox. My pulse oximeter was in there, which would give me my oxygen level and my heart rate. And when I put that on, my heart rate was like 115, and then it was climbing like 120, 130. And I was like, you need to call the ambulance, like I'm having a heart attack. So he ended up driving me to the hospital, and I had a really, really bad anxiety attack. So that was like the first time that I've ever had anything like that. I haven't had one since. I have felt like I have had one trying to come on before, and I really have to like take some deep breaths, just like walk away from like what I'm doing and clear my head, because I don't ever want to have that experience again. It was really bad. I feel like I've always had anxiety with like cleaning and stuff. Like, I like things like done like a certain way, and like I said, now that I'm pregnant, it's even worse. My sister and my mom, like when I go to their house, I get really bad anxiety because the TV is so loud and I cannot think. Like, I can't function, I can't think, and I'm like, can we just please turn this down? And I know they get like really annoyed with me, but at the same time, I wish they would just think about how I really feel. Like, I can't help that I feel that way. Like, I can't help that it gives me anxiety and I cannot function. Same thing like with Robert. I know he like really doesn't get it because he tells me I have anxiety about everything, and yeah, I do, and I'm sorry, I can't help it. It's a real thing to me, and I don't know sometimes how to control it or how to get people to understand like how it is, but it's even hard to explain. If you guys can relate, let me know down below. I've never felt like I needed to go like talk to somebody about like my anxiety, but I definitely feel the older I'm getting, and now that I'm pregnant, it's definitely gotten really, really bad. I feel like that could be like a whole another topic or a whole another vlog, so I'm not even gonna go into it any more than I already have. I think that is going to be it for my pregnancy, kind of like first trimester going into my second trimester update. I really hope you guys did enjoy it. I hope I wasn't blabbing too much. I'm thinking of doing maybe like a 20-week update, maybe 25 and then 30. If you guys would maybe like something like that, let me know down below as well. So I think I will leave you guys with a little belly view. I'm still at the very awkward stage right now, you guys, where it's like, is she pregnant? Is she not? Does she just have a gut? Does she have a bare belly? Should I say something? Should I not? So here is my belly. It's really, really little. So that's her. I definitely can tell when she is up, because she's definitely more up in the front of my belly, and that's when I actually do kind of look pregnant. When she's sleeping, she's definitely more in the back. I can definitely feel when she's up, I definitely feel butterflies, almost like a nauseous type butterfly feeling. All right, fam bam, so I'm not gonna bore you guys anymore. I really hope you guys did enjoy this. If you guys did, please let me know down below. I'm sorry if I did ramble on a lot, but before I do head out, we do have to give our post notification shout out, and that is gonna go to Diana Rios. Thank you so much, girl, for watching our vlogs. We love you for that. If you guys would like a post notification shout out, all you guys gotta do is 1, subscribe to our YouTube channel, 2, hit the little bell button so that way every time we post, you guys will get notified. And when you're done, just comment down below, #done. We love you, fam bam, and we'll see you next time. Bye.